Gets it into the corner. Wide open three. Just a little less than he needed.
Kale drives the ball down now. On the fast break. Hip hop gives it to Casey for three. No good. Rebound by Christensen.
Westlake doing really well here tonight, boxing out.
Here's Pepke in the corner. Gives it into McKellen. Stolen by Kale, but got straight back to McKellen. Here's McGregor. It's Pepke.
Oh!
Well, I guess that makes up for the two dunks. I guess that makes up for that, right?
Oh my gosh.
25-14. Vikings still up 11.
Sorry for those I just hurt your ears, but that's the only reaction I can make.
Stolen. Kavika Akina. Taking the ball. Euro gives it to Banks. Three. Good, and he's feeling it to light, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. I was talking to him at their practice today, and I was like, hey, bro, you feeling tonight? He's like, oh, I'm feeling it tonight. Yeah, looks like he's feeling it tonight.
It's getting humid in here.
Fawcett gives it to McGregor. McGregor over to the corner to Christensen. Christensen drive inside.
Good defense
back out
by
to
Kale.
McKellen. Miss. Matt Van Coleman with the rebound. McKellen now drives inside. Drive on Casey. Gives it out to the corner to McKellen, and it'll be a reach-in foul on Kavika. That is his second.
Number 21, Kavika Akina, his second. Team foul number 4. Back in number 20, Cooper Maxson.
Looks like they're going to sub Max in for Akina. That's his second foul of the night.
Thunder inbound.
McKellen in. Christensen on the miss. And they're going to call foul, but looks like Fawcett's hurt bad. Probably it looks like his back.
Number 3, Casey Brown for Pleasant Grove. His first. Team foul number 5.
Took a nasty fall there while going up for a rebound.
Maybe a tailbone injury, something to the back. I don't even know what it could be. A tailbone injury, something like that. I don't know.
It looks like from where he's grabbing on his back, it looks like a right SI joint, which is where your hip connects to your back. And those are not fun to have.
And yeah, he's not even able to walk with that right leg really, not really wanting to put pressure on it. And you never want to see that in sports, man. You never want to see that.
Maybe pinch a nerve. That's no bueno.
Vikings up 14, 4:44 left in the half. This has been a quick game. Real quick.
Yeah, that's a really quick game.
It seemed like just like 2 seconds ago we were in the barely even starting.
Yeah.
Number 3, Austin White.
Looks like the foul will be on Casey Brown, his first of the night. Vikings with 5 fouls here.
28-14, still your score. McGregor, corner 3, no good. You can't give him any time. He'll get that shot off real quick.
Casey with the rebound, takes it down. Hesitation, kicks to Kale.
Kale on the right wing, gives it back to Casey inside. Drive in, trying to kick out. Banks gives into Matt. Matt looking to go to work. Can't find the way. Brown over to Miller. Miller trying to drive inside. Man, this Westlake defense, but then again, there's Tyler Fairbanks.
Casey is favoring, it looks like
he's not feeling too good right now.
It's one of his ankles, I know for that for sure.
Well, I feel like he's always had problems with that right leg. Because remember back to the Olympique game last season, he hurt his knee, and then even before that, back into the playoffs when he hurt his ankle. And I guess that fall before that or the one after really did a number on him.
Looks like he drove in and then either stepped or got stepped on with his ankle and rolled it.
And he is over there with Coach Scoville trying to figure it out. As McGregor hits a 3 in the left corner. So there he is, back again. 31-17. Miller gives it to Kale. Kale on the left wing looking to go to work. Drive inside.
Ooh.
And
smooth as silk on the finger roll.
That's the one that we needed. That's the one that we needed. There we go.
That was beautiful.
That works. That's the one we were really looking for.
Drive in, step back, hesitation, go, finger roll. Doesn't get prettier than that.
No, really doesn't. Really doesn't. Number
Right
3.
Jeez. Should probably guard that.
Drake Allen. I've been saying McKellen. It's Drake Allen.
Oh.
So
you were close. You were close.
I apologize. I've been getting number 4's name wrong. He's not listed on Max Prep. It's Drake Allen. He's listed as number 22, which is really strange that Max Prep hasn't updated that. So sorry for getting that name wrong.
Just goes to show you.
Drive.
Trust our stats, not Max Prep's.
I love that play when it works. When Max drives to that side and just chucks it straight at that corner. Oh, I love that play. It's beautiful when you watch it work. Vikings, Christensen hitting that outside.
That was a great reflex. Wasn't even looking at the
ball.
Was
it was like behind him. He just like went and put his arm out. It was a good job there by Christensen. Gives it up to Matt. Matt shot, no good.
A little bit off.
And Allen gets the rebound. Gives it to White. Vikings did a 2-3.
Once again going with their big package with Matt Van Komen at the 5, Derek Church at the 4, and Kale at the 3.
Here goes Matt in between Kale's legs, actually, as White gets a nice little jumper.
Vikings up by 11, 33-22.
And here's Banks. Gives it to Miller. Timeout, Pleasant Grove. Casey is not on the bench. And it looks like he might be with trainers.
Well, we hope the best for him.
Yeah, we're hoping whatever's wrong can be fixed tonight. As the Westlake band is playing
Careless Whisper.
Oh man, that
takes
song
me back to 19.
Man, this song takes me back, man.
My first high school dance,
or my second, or my 10th. We have a lot of dances at PG.
What?
We have a lot of dances at PG.
Yeah, we do.
But focusing on basketball, we got 2:30 left in the first half. 33-22 is your score right now. And your lineup for the Pleasant Grove Vikings is Max Miller, Derek Church, Matt Van Komen, Caleb Mickelson, and Tyler Fairbanks, whereas with the Westlake Thunder, it is McGregor, Christensen, Allen, White. White and Matson. Kale gives it to Miller. Miller to Church. Church, drive inside. Gives it to Matt. Matt not ready for that one. Cross court. And Miller looks to set up something. McAllister just yelling plays at the guys right now. High ball screen from Matt. Looks for the pick and roll. Matt, turnaround, jumper, no good off the front iron. 33-22 is still your score with 1:50 left. Kale went for the block. Matson pump fake and missed the shot anyway.
High-arcing shot.
Kale gives it to Banks. Banks back to Kale. Kale drive inside, hits off his foot, and McGregor will take the ball down now. Goes past half court, past the three-point line, drive inside, and Christensen gets that one on Matt. Makes it 24-33 with about 1:20 left in the game. Within the first half, not the game. It's not the game. It's the first half.
I don't know. It feels like
it has been a whole game.
It feels like it's gone by so fast, but at the same time, it feels like
it's not any time at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's strange. Kale looking to go to the left side. Casey still over there trying to figure out his leg. Off on the side.
Just under 50 seconds to go in the first half.
33-24 is still your score. Vikings up 9. And here's Banks. Banks, turnaround. Ooh, caught him there. Gives it to Miller. Miller on the handoff, 33 seconds. Vikings looking to hold for the last shot, but stolen by Christensen. Allen inside, and Church will take the charge, and it will be a blocking foul on Derek Church.
That was good.
I don't know if he was set. Was he set?
Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen.
Drake Allen will be at the line, shooting 2.
Just kidding.
Looks like we will not find out.
He might have been set. He might not.
We don't really know.
Nonetheless, he's at the line to shoot 2. Made his first.
Vikings not in a bonus despite 6 fouls, despite a high fouling game so far.
Yeah.
Allen shooting his second. Cuts the lead down to 7. Kavika taking the ball. Wants to hold for the last shot with 18 seconds left. Goes to the right side. Drive in, layup, Matt. Oh. No on the alley-oop. Finish out the half. 3 seconds, 2, 1. And a dunk to finish out the half for the Westlake Thunder. Makes it 5 points. They were at 9 about a minute and a half ago.
You can see the effect that Casey Brown has on the court.
Well, it's Casey, and they need to figure. They haven't, for whatever reason, they've had a really hard time this season closing out halves, and it just hasn't been working for them. So we will take a slight break and be back with you guys within 2 minutes of the half. Thank you for watching PGSN, and we will be back in that time. Vikings up 33-28 at halftime. Hello and welcome back. We are here still at Westlake High School in Saratoga Springs, but the Vikings are leading 33-28 at the start of the third quarter. Heading out of halftime, we got about minute 44 left at half, and we're gonna head straight into the third quarter. What are you looking at right now?
Honestly, Pleasant Grove playing really, really well tonight. They kind of struggled at the end of the half, but the thing I'm most concerned about is Casey Brown's right ankle. It looked like he rolled it early in the second quarter, and then he didn't play. He didn't play until he hasn't played since. He's back on the court right now, warming up with an ankle brace over his sock.
He looks like he's walking fine, shooting fine. The shooting motion's working really
crossed.
well, so hopefully that works.
Just under a minute until we get the second half on its way. We haven't really seen anyone that's not a familiar face for Pleasant Grove's, starting seven. That's what Coach McAllister calls them. He calls them the starting seven because he's got his 5 stars, and then he's got Derek Church and Tim Nichols coming off the bench playing huge, and Max Miller.
Yeah, and when you have the depth that the Vikings have, any one of those guys on the bench can play varsity ball and do it at a high level and be completely fine. But it's just I think it's a really good problem to have, that you have such a good bench and such great players on your team. And maybe some of the guys don't get as much playing time as they want, but it is what it is. And in my mind, when I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking of guys like Jamari and Connor and some of the other guys that play mostly on the JV team, like Preston Bushman and Andrew. And so it's it's a great problem to have, that you have great players.
I've said it before, and they can sub in probably three of their 5 stars. They can sub them out and not take a step back in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I completely believe that. And I was actually talking to one of the girls' managers for the girls' team. And
Oko?
Huh?
Oko?
No.
Oh.
And basically what she was saying was that the guys have a bunch of depth and they use it, but the girls don't. And I was thinking of that as part of the problem is they haven't won a region game yet.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they have a lot of depth. They just don't know. This is an opinion, and I'm not bagging on our school. We have a great school. We have a great girls program, but I feel like it's really difficult for the girls to have such good depth and not be able to use it.
Yeah, and you have to have experienced seniors to win games. And right now they have 2 in Sid Valgartson and Sadie Nixon. But the rest are underclassmen. I mean, we've got...
Well, there's Marie Heater and there's Kaylin Loader as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And Marie was in Greece, but she was playing basketball while she was in Greece as well, as Casey makes that 3.
You said that before it went in.
Yeah, I know. I'm hitting Romo. I'm hitting Romo style. Is that okay with you that I hit Romo style?
Oh, that's completely fine.
Okay. As long as you're okay with that. There goes Allen. Inside. Tries to dunk on Matt, but Matt will rather take the foul than let it go.
Looked like a clean block, but I mean, I'd take a shooting foul over getting dunked on any day.
Any day, yeah. That's what I was saying too. I was like, I don't know if I would rather get dunked on. It's probably not the best decision. Here's Furry. Shooting his second, 29-36, Vikings lead.
Up and good.
Thunder cut it down to a 6-point lead now.
Wiko taking the ball down.
High ball screen.
Good tonight.
Kavika does look good tonight. I think Banks is super underrated in how he's been playing this season.
Oh, yeah.
Super underrated. Because we always talk about Kavika, we always talk about Casey, and we always talk about Matt, but we never really talk about Tyler Fairbanks.
And he's...
Casey.
Oh, what a move. Woo!
And that ankle looks a lot better.
Yeah, he must...
Just off a straight that move, just to dip in and
out
out.
Of his socks.
Good dip in and out from Casey Brown.
Oh, shoot.
Christensen gives it to McGregor in the corner. And there's a foul. And Kale's not looking too great. Looks like he hurt his leg, something. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, that looks like another ankle.
Yeesh.
If I were the coach, I would force all my players to play in ankle braces.
I don't know if that's very comfortable.
Well, I know it's not comfortable, but
it looks like his knee. It doesn't look like it's his ankle. It looks like it's his knee.
And it didn't look like a contact injury either.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't think it's an ACL, but he's not looking too good.
Yeah, if it were an ACL, you could hear it.
Yeah.
Shoot. And he walked off. It's Casey's second foul of the night. Wow. They go to the line for 2. He's going to miss his first with 6:21 left in the third. They're testing out Kale right now. It looks like a foot injury as he's taking off his shoe and his sock.
It's probably that. It's probably an ankle. It's the other ankle.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to take all of our starters out, put all the other guys in while we have the lead, so we can keep going.
Yeah, and then when we get
so that they can get injured rather than the starters. Matt missing on that one.
I got a better plan.
Okay.
No one gets injured.
I like that plan. As the ball gets thrown straight out, and it would be Viking ball. Tim taking the inbound.
Ooh.
Number 21 could be Katina.
There with the videotape, he's got legend blue 11s on.
McGregor. Allen. McGregor. Far 3. There's White on the 3. No. Air ball. Nichols take the ball.
Woo!
Ooh, Aquino with a good move, but
good steal. And they're going to call that shooting?
There have been, what, 3 or 4? Has there been 4 injuries tonight?
See, we had the Westlake player go down.
It's 3, right?
Back injury.
Yeah, and then Casey and Kale. It's the most injuries I've seen all season in the game.
Sheesh.
In a game that I have broadcasted or been involved in.
Yeah.
There's White.
Well, what can I say? If it were in Valhalla.
Yeah, maybe it's because we're at Westlake. That's what it is.
Maybe it's the altitude.
Maybe it's the court.
It might be.
Maybe it's the lighting.
It is the lighting.
It's the lighting.
It seems a lot darker in here than it is in Valhalla.
It's a lot darker in here than Valhalla. Maybe they need to redo all the lighting. Escovica gives it to Casey. Casey drive inside. Wants to take that foul, but no call. And the student section cheering for that one. There's White for 3. Airballed again.
It's not.
And they're going to call a foul. Casey's not happy. Looks to the ref. Casey's trying to figure everything out.
So he got hit in the face when it came down.
Here's White. Tries to go on Matt. No good, but Casey will get the foul. That is his 3rd.
Shoot.
Is that his 3rd? That is his 3rd.
Yeah, that's his 3rd.
I wonder if... 4:42 left. 41-35, awaiting that one, and the and one is good. So 41-36 now, Vikings lead. Nichols goes in on Matt. And they're going to call on Westlake, blocking foul. And there's some fans that are very, very not happy with that one.
Kale is lacing his shoe back up, looking good. So
Matt inside.
And one.
Woo! You know what Matt likes to call that? Free points.
Yeah, people should just basically get out of the way because even if they foul him, it's at the chest area.
Get it. And the thing is when we were in Arizona, I always talk about the Arizona trip. I don't know why, but when we were in Arizona, every time he got a foul, free points. Like, he'd just cheer it. It was like his favorite thing to say. And they would always foul him because they're like, oh, he's 7'4", he can't shoot. Matt's actually a really good shooter for his size.
Oh, well. Matt with a good free throw. Matt he's incredible for a 7'4" free throw shooter.
Well, you've seen him make threes too.
Oh yeah.
Like, for whatever reason, he's just such a great shooter.
He has good stroke.
Yeah.
And you can't get in a slump if you don't shoot threes a lot. So.
I guess that's true. But Christensen, Westlake's taking these dunks tonight. That's their main source of points right now, is what it seems. Layups, dunks, and free throws. As Matt on the turnaround fades away.
Okay.
You know, I was talking to a couple of the guys. I was like, okay, what is it that because Matt misses those hooks a lot. And they said if he doesn't fade away, he's fine, but he fades away a lot, and that's like the main problem.
Kale is back in the game, and that foul was on him. That's the only reason I noticed. My bad.
I didn't notice that. Casey, fast break. Kale looking just fine on that right leg. In fact, drives inside and gets that one.
Woo! He's good.
So 46-38, Vikings lead by 8.
Through contact and everything.
Allen in. Oh, what great ball movement by the Thunder.
Yeah, they've been playing really well.
And Casey's yelling at the guys as they round up. 3:24 left in the third quarter. 46-38 is your score right now, as Christensen is awaiting his 2 free throws.
First one is up and off a little bit to the right. Casey Brown will sub out for Max Miller, and Kale Mickelson will sub out for Tim Nichols.
And I think that's because of foul trouble mostly, because Kale has 3, and so does Casey.
They might just want to rest him.
I mean, that too. Those injuries really play a part at certain points in the game. Kavika gives it to Matt. Man, it's weird seeing Matt pass that three-point line. Max waiting for the play to develop.
Oh,
Banks, 3. Wow. Wide open, no good. And they're going to go
Viking ball. Wow, that was a well-drawn-out play. That was a lot of confusion for the Westlake defense.
And the Vikings have a lot of those. You know, some nights they're strict on, like, let's run this play, let's run this play, let's run this play. But then there's nights like American Fork or against Lone Peak where it's like, just let's have fun, let's go play together and do good. And it seems like this night has been kind of a mix of both. The first half was kind of just free-flowing, let's go have fun, let's go play. And then some of it's just straight plays. As Kavika misses on that.
Vikings up by 7.
And
late in the third quarter.
Coach Mack is, saying just don't worry about it. Like, go back. You can make that pass if you get it better. So
just get a basket.
Allen gives it to White. White trying to throw inside to Christensen and no good, out of bounds. Will be Viking ball, and Tim Nichols ready to inbound as Derek Church subs in for Matt Van Komen. The Phenom Matt Van Komen.
The Phenom.
We gotta add a cool name now.
We'll have to ask him. I'm not sure he's gonna like that one.
MVK. I think MVK is probably the best one that he has.
Or VK.
VK. Casey's a CB3. I added that one in.
That's cool.
It's like CP3, but not. As Banks gets swatted on that play. Vikings go down, and they're going to make them earn those points.
That looked offensive. The guy just grabbed the ball, lowered his shoulder inside, and tried to lay it up.
No, that was straight defensive foul. That was a good call by the refs.
Right at the line, 2.
And you know, I think that's a good foul.
That's a good foul.
I mean, they're in a bonus right now. That's not good. They're in a bonus, but at the same time, that was a good foul. That was a worthy foul. You know, make them earn the points.
Jordan fouls, the Jordan rules.
That's what I do. Like when I'm playing in a game and there's a fast break, and then there's a guy that's about to go up and get that play, I'd rather him shoot foul shots than get a layup.
See, I can't do that because if I do, I usually foul out.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often in my games for whatever reason. I got a tech the other day. That was fun.
Ooh, nice.
I know, right? It was against Carter Peneloot and Athens Fuller's team, and we won by 6.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I know. So here we go. Kavika Akina getting that high screen from Church with about 1:57 left in the third quarter. Max Miller drive out. Gives it to Banks. Banks over to Nichols. Nichols back to Miller for 3. No good off the back of the glass. Kavika size up.
Good move. Vikings
to Miller.
straight.
Miller trying to drive in, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Matson. I think that's a good call.
That's a good call. And Vikings they're getting the ball around. They're playing really well.
I mean, that's what you want to see, though, is you want to see good ball movement from your offense. Everything else can kind of fumble in between, but you want to see mostly just good, ball movement. Banks looking around that wing.
Oh.
Church on the double inside. No good. And now Westlake with the fast break as Allen goes down. Kavika tries to steal, and it'll be a layup. And they will cut it to 3 points with 1:15 left in the quarter. Gives it back out to Miller. Miller to Akina. Akina for 3. No good.
Oh.
Church was looking for that rebound, but he didn't want to get that foul again. So 56 seconds down. There's McGregor, and good steal by Miller. Miller drive in, Euro, and looking for a pass, and Max just being that was my ball, my bad. And the Westlake student section just yelling stupid at Miller. McGregor drives down, gives it to Fawcett. Fawcett go over to Allen. Allen at the top of the key with 30 seconds left and wants to hold for the play. Here's Matson. 25 seconds. Matson gives to Allen. Kavika trying to pick that ball. And here's Allen. Drives in and stolen. No, Matson gets it back. And Max Miller slips. And Allen gets that too. Kavika trying to beat the buzzer, and it will end 46-45.
Wow. Vikings up only a point.
And coming back in, as well as Brown and Nicholson.
All hail to our PG Vice for you.
And this does not look like the game that they had against Westlake earlier in the season.
Well, I mean, it is like home field advantage and home court advantage is like, honestly, I feel like it's more of an advantage in high school than it is in the NBA, because those guys are like,
yeah,
like sure you might be jet lagged or something, but like you've got an entire student section screaming at you.
And I feel like that's the same with like college sports too.
Oh yeah,
it makes a big difference. Like if you watch BYU games, they rarely lose home games unless it's a really, really good team, just like because their student section is so loud and their fans are so loud. I remember back to Tanner Mangum's freshman season. I was at the Boise State BYU game. I was there.
That was a good game.
That was a really good game. And so for them to I just remember that crowd being so crazy and just like the whiteout, and like it was a big thing coming off the Nebraska win and getting that other Hail Mary. I have never been in a louder crowd that is more excited.
Wow. Yeah,
So I've been able to experience that good student section. And then you think of the Lone Peak PG game this season, like a couple weeks ago, and just a great game. You know,
Yeah,
great way to start the season.
I could barely hear myself through the headphones. Like, the crowd was wild.
Speaking of, Pleasant Grove playing Lone Peak this coming Tuesday next week.
At Lone Peak.
At Lone Peak, and then Bingham at Bingham that Friday.
Okay, and then we play
AF on the last week.
Is it the last Friday or the last Tuesday?
I think it's the last.
If it's the 19th, it's a Tuesday.
I think it's the Tuesday, yeah. It's the 19th. And then we head straight off the States. Man, that's quick. That's real quick. All right, well, let's stop looking ahead of ourselves. Let's go back to our game right now. 46-45, Vikings lead with the fourth quarter coming up real soon. And the Westlake student section is loud and proud tonight. It's been a really big effect on them. That and the fact that two Viking players have not been playing too well with hurt legs. And those two players will be Casey Brown and Cam Nicholson, and they're both on the floor right now as starters.
Thunder inbound.
So the Thunder will inbound on this play to start the fourth quarter and to start the big end of the Westlake game. Inside to McGregor. McGregor pops. Good. And Westlake takes their first lead of the game. 47-46. A good stop and pop there from McGregor. Casey. 3. Good.
Ooh, the hand in his face.
49-47. Good hand in the face there, but not good enough for the U.S. National Player of the Week.
That's
week
right.
8. McGregor to Allen. Three, McGregor, no good. Here's another one. What you can do, I can do better, says McGregor to Brown. 50-49. And bully ball being played here against Matt Van Komen. And Matson just straight pushing Matt Van Komen. And that's been happening all night, but it's the first time that Matt's fallen on that. And it's the bully ball.
I think I remember number 20. I think he played on their football team.
Yeah. He actually just came back from an injury tonight and has been a very big force for them.
Yeah.
But that foul was on Fawcett, and the Thunder are up by 1.
That's kind of what they did, or Lone Peak did with Nate Ritchie.
Akina, 3, good. And Vikings back up by 2, 52-50, and threes are flying. McGregor. Every time I say McGregor, I want to say like Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor.
Or like the notorious one, you know, but it's not. So here's White, giving it to Allen in the corner. 3, that one's good.
Wow.
Back and forth we go. And Westlake just like matching everything up. 53-52 with 6 minutes left. Matt inside, and a foul.
He'll be at the free throw line for 2, and
6:05 left in the game.
Can put these both in, and it will be a 1-point Viking lead. We can put these both in.
So 53-52 Thunder lead with 6:05 left. It's their second lead of the game. Sorry, third lead of the game. Matt shooting his third from the line, and that one's off the front iron. And something that the Vikings have been pushing is positive mental mindset and just making sure that they are.
There's a line violation that looked like.
Good for one, number 22.
Either way, that one goes in.
Overrated, they say.
Every time.
Gives them the lead.
You know, every time.
Which I mean,
that happens every game. And it's just for whatever reason it doesn't happen to Casey.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't a line violation on the first shot. It was on the second.
Oh, it was?
Matt inside, and they're gonna call a foul.
Wait, should it be at 54 or just is that the right score?
And they're gonna call a charge on that one.
Yeah.
Offensive foul for number 3.
And Matt loves it.
Matt loves it. The team loves it. Jamari on the bench clapping over there, loves it.
Yeah.
But this Westlake student section right in front of us does not like it at all, one bit. As Kale takes the ball down. Gives it to Akina. Akina trying to get shifty. Gives it to Kale. Kale drive inside on the left side. We've seen this before, but no, he misses and put back.
We've seen that before.
We have seen that before.
Rebound, put back. Kale Nicholson written all over it.
55-53 now, Vikings lead. Matson playing small ball. Drive inside. Here's White. No, sorry, Christensen. Christensen gives it to McGregor, 3, and they'll call a foul before.
Foul called on number 12, Tyler Fairbanks.
Oh,
1 and
like
1.
they were just fighting over.
1 and 1 on Fairbanks.
It's like he was just fighting over who can box
And
out first.
McGregor, the thing is McGregor wanted that 3. He's like, no, forget the foul. It doesn't matter. I want the 3.
That's what you say, though.
And now you're gonna have to get it back.
That's just what you do.
So Allen taking his 3rd from the line.
McGregor been sharp from the line tonight.
No good.
Or I meant from beyond the arc.
Akina gives it to Casey. Casey drive. Woo!
Makes
Step back.
Stutter.
Step back again. Gives it to Van Komen. Van Komen going to work. Into Kale and just sweet chin music. That one's good. 57-53.
On the finger roll.
Good reverse there. And great backdoor pass for Matt Van Komen.
As the Vikings get a 4-point lead. And 4 minutes and 38 seconds left here in this game tonight. 4 minutes, 38 seconds.
You said that right.
My bad.
That was my fault. You said it right. But yeah, 57-53, and it's been real close. And Vikings are now in a bonus. So the bonus that they got at the beginning of, or close to the end of the 3rd quarter, was then only added 1 foul to.
Yeah.
So 57-53 with 4:38 left going in the final minutes of the game. What is one thing that can change the rest of this game for the Vikings? Brigham.
Oh, my bad.
What's one thing that can change the rest of this game for the Vikings this last 4 minutes?
Tight defense and boxing out. Because Matt can get every rebound, but just in case he doesn't, it's always safe to have something to fall back on.
I agree with that. 100%.
And free throw shooting.
That too. So here goes White. Gives it to McGregor. McGregor inside. Here's Matson. Matson, not to Christensen. Christensen back to Matson and just running it around the horn. Drives inside, and Kale is going to take it, but it looks like it might be a blocking call.
Number 4 on Kale, I want to say.
Yeah, it's going to be number 4. So foul trouble has hurt the Vikings really, really late in this game. And here goes Christensen from the line. One good, waiting on his 2nd for 1 and 1. As they cut the lead to 3. Westlake, a team that the Vikings beat by 13 earlier in the season, about 2 weeks ago. And just coming back and, big difference here.
Home court advantage.
And there goes Matt Van Komen getting outboxed. And they're going to go jump ball. Will stay with the Vikings.
Good aggression by Westlake.
57-54 with 4:18 left. And around this time last year, I remember being at this game, and they played terrible in the first half and had to come back. The Vikings did, and then they won the game by 15. So, it's
still a possibility.
It's still different. 57-54, 4 minutes left. Fairbanks on a move, using that pivot foot, as Akina gives it to Casey, and they reset. Casey drive inside, gives it to Kale. Kale drive in. Good.
Good. Wow. It doesn't matter through contact or anything. It just goes in.
59-54 with 3:40 left. Here's McGregor. High screen from Allen. Sorry, Christensen. Here's Allen on the left corner. Matson, and Matt gets slipped up there. Here's Akina. And he looks at White and he's just like, hey man, step off. And Matson gets another one.
He's just running into Matt. It's completely on
and
purpose,
it's the same thing. It's the bully ball effect. When Matt, because of the fact that Matt is so big, it's so hard to play against him that guys have to figure it out, and that's Matson's fourth. So 3:14 left in the game. Vikings up by 3 as Matt makes that one. You know, I feel like people are like, oh, it's Matt, he's big, acting a fool, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that at all. It's not anything close to that, because he's actually a really, really good shooter. And there's another one. See, there you go. So some clutch free throws there, giving the Vikings back to a 5-point lead with 5:13 left.
It's hard to chant overrated while he's killing your team single-handedly.
Exactly.
So
it's the thing that student sections have been doing forever, though. And you got to think about it. We were doing that same thing to Isaac Johnson. He's got a full ride to Oregon, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't care what any teenage high schooler thinks. So here's Matson, Casey with a steal. And he's just going to take this one in. 22:44 left. 61-56 is your score right now. And Casey finding a way to get it into Matt. And Matt hit. Oh my gosh. Misses 2 layups on the way to 3. But I believe that he was fouled on that at least 2 or 3 times. So, I mean, it's all a matter of perception there. So Gregor looks for 3 and travel.
Looked like it traveled me.
I don't know why that wasn't called, actually. It's McGregor. He jumped up in the air and spun around and then went back down and still had the ball in his hand. But I guess that call will make up for it on Matson. That's his 5th, and that will take him out of the game.
He hit his arm. That's just what happens.
So Matson now falls out. So Matson will foul out of the game with 2 minutes left. 63-56 is the score. So Kale will shoot from the line on a 1-and-1. So Matson will come out and Fawcett will come in on the foul. Vikings still up by 7.
Right.
I remember that back in the state championship when Kavika started doing that.
That was awesome.
And he went left. It was so funny. I was dying. I mean, they were losing and they lost that game, but I was dying.
That was awesome.
So here goes Kale, ready for his second off that 1-and-1. That one's good.
There you go.
So there's the game. 9 points, 2 minutes left.
Well, it could be done. Don't want to say anything here.
I don't want to call it right now.
But I'm a Romo this.
Yeah. I'm a Romo this, and I'm going to call it now that the Vikings are going to win this game.
I predict the Pleasant Grove Vikings will run away with this game.
I predict that the student section will call Matt overrated again.
That's safe to say. What's Matt got? He's got like, 15, 17 points tonight? So I think it's a pretty solid stat for a high school game.
You know, you can say a lot about Westlake. Their band is really good.
Oh,
I've been enjoying listening to this band. Like, they're playing Rage Against the Machine right now, and it's so fun.
Like, sometimes I'll think it's like. Sometimes I'll think it's like the actual song, and I'll look over and I'm like, holy crap, that's the band.
It's just like a drummer and a bassist just being like, okay, we want to play the song, let's play the song, and then they play the song, and you're like, oh, okay.
That's unreal.
So you're good. I actually really like that song. Like the original version by the actual band. Like I really like that song.
Oh, it's good too, but yeah, I like the original version better too.
65-56, Vikings up by 9 with about a minute 52 left. And the starters will stay in. Kevin Mickelson on the inbound. Gives it to Casey. Casey drive. Goes in. Up. Pump fake.
Oh.
No foul called. Will be out of bounds on Allen. So 65-56 is your score.
Timeout called by PG. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
So timeout by Pleasant Grove, 1:46 left. And what are you looking for, Brigham, in this last 2 minutes?
Fundamental basketball. And you can never be too cautious. So, I mean.
So is it just keeping the lead, you know?
Yeah, it's basically just keeping the lead. Keeping the lead, maybe trying out some new plays. Basically anything.
It's been an interesting game. It was back and forth right there up until about the fourth quarter. And then it just slowed straight down back to where we knew it.
PG had it, and then
they didn't have it.
And they didn't have it for about 2 minutes.
And then they had it back.
And then they got it again.
So Casey, driving on Matt. Matt, post moves. That one's good.
He can't guard that.
No one can guard that. No teenage high school player can guard that. Drive in on Allen, and Matt with the block. Just completely swats him.
Yikes.
Maybe Westlake ball.
I like that.
I thought it was Viking ball. It's probably because I'm biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like it, but
it's deferrable. It's either way.
Well.
So no, we'll call it a no call. Westlake ball again off a tip from Kale. 67-56, Vikings lead. I didn't switch it to the fourth quarter. Wow, this is embarrassing. Okay, now we've switched it. Now we're good.
You're kicked off. You're out of here.
That's it. You're done. PGSM, we
Fired.
don't want you. 67-56, 117 left.
You just lost your full ride scholarship.
To nowhere.
No, to PG.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's free.
For PGSN, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's free. I think, isn't it? I don't know.
It's a pay to go to school, but like.
Yeah. 67-56, 117 left. And the Vikings are just looking to get out of here with a win. 11 points up. You know, they kind of just want this win to be, cemented, done, over with. Let's head out of here. Let's go.
Yeah,
look for the rest of the week, They don't have a game the rest of the week, so it's very easy to just to let it go, to get ready for the next game. And it won't be an easy game, again, against Lone Peak.
Those are always fun. It'll be at Lone Peak.
I know that if Coach Tucker and Coach Scoville watch this back over, that Coach Tucker will probably roast me a little bit for talking about the Lone Peak game, but it is next Tuesday. So, yeah, that is our next game on tap as we talk about it more.
Tuck.
I love Tuck.
It'll be okay.
Tuck's good. I like Tuck. Here's Allen. Allen gives it to White. White out to McGregor. McGregor, pop up. 3. Oh, my. Oh, my.
See, that was talented.
He's a really good shooter, and I remember when they were preparing for this last time.
Stole body.
I remember when they were preparing for Westlake the last time at home, and they're like, oh, just stop McGregor, and it'll be fine. It'll be out of bounds on Tyler Fairbanks as he went for that. Good hustle there from Tyler.
Yeah.
Ugh. As I get a hiccup.
8-point lead for the Vikings, 67-59. Just under 45 seconds left here to go. Oh, steal
Kale
by
with the
Nicholson.
steal. We've seen this before. Is he going to dunk? Oh! Kale missed the dunk.
It's all right.
Oh, man.
See, that's the best part. They can't make fun of him for missing the dunk. because he still got the rebound and put it up.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to Kale about that one. McGregor 3, no good. Casey rebound, and he's gonna dribble it out. 23 seconds. Kavika to Kale. Kale into Matt. Matt up, dunk.
Oh yeah,
just straight away.
Overrated.
71-59.
Overrated? I don't think so.
Overrated. Who's overrated? Oh dear, he went up, man.
Oh, shoot.
Here goes Casey dribbling it out. 5-4, 3-2-1, and that is your game tonight. Oh wow, that final minute was a lot of fun to watch.
That was. I'm not sure what was happening.
So what is that? 12 points? Is that 12 point win?
12-point win.
And a good solid 12-point win for the Vikings.
Thank you for tuning in to PGSN tonight. One takeaway you can have from the game.
One takeaway, defense. Really, really good defense tonight. 2-3. Another thing was ball movement. Really just, giving it to the open man, making the extra pass, everything like that. What do you think?
One takeaway, I loved everything, but you got to watch out for Kale and Casey.
Oh, yeah.
If that turned out to be serious, that's...
Dude, Kale's defense tonight, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Well, Kale's everything every night.
Kale's a great player.
Given he missed the dunk, and that's embarrassing.
He missed the dunk, but he got the putback.
But it's even more embarrassing for the player following him.
Yeah.
To get out-rebounded by a guy that just jumped up and then get scored on.
Yeah, exactly. So we will be back here next Tuesday, same time, 7 o'clock. Actually, we'll be here at 5:15. I believe we'll be there for the girls' game as well.
Oh, yeah.
Against Lone Peak, at Lone Peak and Alpine.
I think because the girls' game is at Pleasant Grove.
Oh, so we are going to do it at Lone Peak. Yeah, so never mind. 7 o'clock, boys' game, 7 o'clock at Lone Peak.
I'll see you all there.
Yeah, we'll see you there when it gets to it. Thank you for tuning in. Vikings out with a 12-point win against Westlake. I'm Cade Forrest here with my partner,
Brigham Ray, signing out.
And we'll see you next time at PGSN. Thank you for tuning in.